Yeah, 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 yeah. Living in Babylon, huh? Stay safe though, you know what I mean? Yeah, stay safe, straight up, straight up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All my niggas with me. You know we rollin'. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bitch, don't nothing come free. Pay me what you owe me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All my niggas with me. You know we rollin'. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bitch, don't nothing come free. Pay me what you owe me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. These niggas full of buffoonery. Try me, they gon' read your eulogy. Gemini, you know it's two of me. Niggas don't know what to do with me. Alien, I feel immortalized. Only protected, we fortified. Nigga, you die, play with Mordecai. Lay in the ditch if you play with me. Score Vikes, here we go. Score Vikes, here we go, baby. Down at the levee, we going fishing at the levee. Score Vikes once again got some news to get into today. Definitely going to get into it, man. Almost training camp. I repeat, almost training camp. Let me know if you're excited or excited for training camp as well. It's going down. We know the QB competition is real. The QB battle is real. Let me know once again in the chat, how do you feel about the QB battle? Who do you give the edge to, etc.? Different segments tonight. First, Drew Brees talking, speaking on the quarterback situation. Does Drew Brees information, does what he has to say matter? Depends on how you look at it. Depends on what he's saying as well, but he is a Super Bowl champion. How ironic is it? John Beck, the same QB trainer that JJ McCarthy worked with this offseason. Drew Brees worked with him as well. So you can't knock John Beck's credentials at all. Got to get a man a certain level of respect at the end of the day. You know, not only Drew Brees, but Jalen Hurts. Now we got to see how McCarthy do, but Drew Brees speaks on a situation. Kevin O'Connell was golfing per se. My main question is Kevin O'Connell focused? Is he locked in? What does his playbook look like right now? I understand it's the off season. You got some time off, but KOC, it's all on the line for him. It's no room for error. Damn near. You got to win now and win big. I repeat, you got to win now and win big, period. You know it. I know it. If KOC starts slow, if the Vikings start slow, he'll be fired fast. So that's where we're at right here, man. No more room for error for KOC. No cap. It's time to put up or shut up. It's time to prove, show, and prove. It's been 4 years going on 5, and this all we have received from you. Not one playoff win from you. Oh, hell to the no. Say it ain't so. But my main question for KOC is he focused, dog? He's out there golfing. He's out there parlaying. Cool. But do you understand that training camp is right around the corner? Do you understand that you have a real QB battle? Do you understand that your offense was piss poor majority of the season last year, KOC? You have a lot to prove, dog. You understand me? A lot to prove, no doubt. So I hope he is ready. He is focused. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into it, dive into it. May have some more news depending on how long the live goes. But the main segment, the main topics I want to cover are Drew Brees. I'm very intrigued to see what Drew Brees has to say in general. Like I say, Super Bowl winning quarterback, experience, Hall of Famer. Some may say he's not a Hall of Famer, you know. But at the end of the day, let's get to it. Rock and roll with me, lock in with me, man. No doubt. Let's see here. Who in the building, man? Adam Jones 12. What up, big dog? SKOL Vikes. Here we go. We may not know the answer yet, but it is already written. Things will come to fruition. Definitely, Adam, definitely. A lot of things we're going to see exactly what comes to fruition, right, Adam? For sure, man. During the season, you can't run from the season. We're going to see what happens with the quarterback position, but you're absolutely correct. It's going to come to fruition, man. Hopefully the best man really does win. Hopefully KOC is telling the truth. Hopefully he is moving proper. We've seen him be full of shit before. We've seen him flat out lie before. I'm talking about look in your face, smile to the media, smile to the camera, baby, and lie. So definitely, do you believe in KOC fully? Hell no. But do you have to lean on him per se? Yes. Because guess what? At the end of the day, like it or not, he is your head coach going into the 2026 football season. They riding with him. They riding with him. No, I truly expect him to be fired if he starts out slow, if he has a piss poor season, etc. I don't think Nolan Bain Teasley will be patient with him. No, and as he shouldn't be. If the Vikings go what? Let's say if they lose the first 3 or 4, even first 2, is that enough to fire him? You lose 2 NFC North games back to back. Is that enough to fire KOC? Depending on how Nolan Bain Teasley is feeling. But just know he means business. I repeat, Nolan Bain Teasley probably the only one, might be the only one that really means business. The only one for sure in the building right now that you know a real dog as far as the front office goes. Everybody else questionable as hell. Don't know who you can rely on for real. KOC, Wes Phillips. People love Frank Smith, but do we really know about Frank Smith? How much do you know, or I know, or the world know, or Vikings world know, etc. about Frank Smith? He could come in, be good. He could come in, be bad. How does he adapt to the situation? And on top of that, does KOC listen at all? Or is he still stuck in his ego? So a lot of questions to be asked. But you're absolutely correct, Adam Jones. So it will come to fruition for real, right? Whether people accept it or not, believe it or not, whatever, it will. That's a big fact, no cap. Here we go. Let's get to it, man. Let's work. So we're gonna start with Drew Brees. My fault. Give me 1 second. Like I say, Drew Brees, Super Bowl winning quarterback, a quarterback who worked with John Beck. So that makes me even more excited about what McCarthy will look like starting training camp. Like I've been saying, I think McCarthy just waiting to put the pads on and go strong. Put the pads on and work magic heavy. Spotlight when it's time to really rock and roll, lock in. It's different. It's way different from an OTA or a mini camp, right? We're talking full action live. Now, of course, the quarterback can't get hit. Of course, keep him safe, of course, but it's still live action, padded up. Defense still coming after you. You still got to read coverages, read blitzes, etc. So it's realistic football. Way more real than some shirts and t-shirts or sweatpants, whatever. You know it. I know it. So we're going to find out quickly and swiftly who KOC may be leaning towards in the QB1 battle. Let's get to it, man. 1 second. Hold up here before I get into it. Set this up right quick. Got some video to get into today as well. This might be a little shorter live, man. Might have to get up out of here a little sooner tonight. You hear me? But definitely rock with me on the next one for sure. Give me 1 second here while I set this up, man. Hold up. They take that thing right there. I had it right there. Hold on 1 second. But it's going to be interesting on what Drew Brees has to say. Who does he give the leverage to, the advantage to? A lot to know, man. Here we go. Drew Brees weighs in on Vikings QB battle, a lot to prove. Let's get it. And both of these players have a lot to prove, man. No doubt. Who has the most to prove? It's debatable. You can argue it left. You can argue it right. Let me know in the chat. Who do you think has the most to prove out of the QBs? Who has the most pressure on them? If I say the most pressure, being realistic, not being biased at all, I would say Kyler Murray. He's really playing. I mean, if he loses to McCarthy, guess what? He's a backup the rest of his career. I repeat, if he loses to JJ McCarthy, he is a backup the rest of his career. How does he feel about that? How do you feel about that? So we talk about pressure. Who has the most pressure? Well, you got to say Murray. Some may say McCarthy. Let me know in the chat. Who do you feel has the most pressure on them? Here we go. Adam in the building. What up, big dog? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Still thinking about the Jetta's video you made and the parties and scenes he's moving in. I agree when you told him to roll out, but I keep thinking, what if he didn't? You never know, Adam. That's the thing, Adam, right? Always a question, man. Always a question. You know what I mean? It wasn't about not wanting to see Jettas in the spotlight or the party or whatever. If he wants fame, get fame, bro. But let your talent get you the fame you want, if that's what it's about, right, Adam? But being in those parties, being around that energy, it can get dangerous. And like I always say, man, if you're agreeing, you're in. I say it one more again. If you're agreeing, you're in. You know it. I know it. People can say whatever they want about those parties, deny whatever the hell they want about those parties, right? You know what goes down. You know what realm that is. Hopefully, Jetta just steers far away from it. But hey, who knows, man? Like I say, versus Green Bay, we'll see where his mind is at, Adam, for sure. We will see where his mind is at. You know? Let's get to it. Kyler Murray or J.J. McCarthy? That is the question that hangs over the Minnesota Vikings with less than 2 months until the NFL regular season kicks off. Eager to avoid another disappointing campaign, the Vikings opted for some competition in the quarterback room, adding Murray this offseason. The former Michigan man hasn't lived up to expectations, paving the way for the 2019 #1 overall pick to potentially win the job in training camp. And there we go again off the rip. Why they always got to start with McCarthy? It's always McCarthy not doing this, not doing that, didn't do this, didn't meet expectations, etc. And okay, cool. Maybe he didn't meet expectations. All right. He was a rookie quarterback in his first rookie season in the physical form. You know? In the physical form, an NFL quarterback in his rookie season. What do you expect from the man? And they never compare the first games to the last part of the season. They never compare the area. They probably don't even know about it for real. I guarantee they ain't seen this man take one snap of the ball at all. They might have seen that Monday night versus the Bears and maybe some other primetime games. But come on, bro. The way they talk about McCarthy, you can tell they have no idea what's going on in the boogie downtown. They have no respect to even find out what's going on for real. They don't respect McCarthy at all. Period. They're waiting for the chance to hop on his nuts, hop off his nuts. Heavy. Just like when Kyler Murray came in. You saw what happened. Everybody on Murray now. Everybody on Murray now. Not because he's proven anything. Not because he's proven he's the better quarterback. He's the man for the job. Because of the name. Because of the so-called Kyler Murray name. That's it. Wasn't nothing real behind it. They switched on McCarthy and switched to Murray. You know what I mean? And guess what? If McCarthy start the ball, they're going to be right back on his nuts. Just like the cowherds, just like everybody else in the media. Period. You know it. I know it. Come on, man. Let's stop the cap. But it's all good, though. Lock in, bro. Lock in. They don't want to see you shine, dog. Go shine. He's been a scapegoat for a whole year, going on 2 years now, damn near. You know? Lamont in the building. What up, big dog? SKOL VIKES, man. What it do, AJ? All good, all is well, man. All is good, all is well. Hope the same to you too, Lamont. You hear me? SKOL VIKES, man. Let's win. Here we go. But that's my point exactly, man. It's always McCarthy. Like, can you let the man live a little bit? Can the man make mistakes? It's like McCarthy, the only one who can't make mistakes around that bitch. Every other quarterback can have a down season, a bad first year, a horrible year, play piss poor in the Super Bowl, bowl all the way down. But they get opportunities. They get second chances, etc. McCarthy played 10 games, have some good games, have some bad games. Now he's done. Now he's horrible. Now he's a bust. Now his play is horrendous. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Now his play is horrendous. For one season, dog. One season. With horrible development at that. Horrible play calling at that. That tells me right there, all the wrongdoing that KOC has done, how he's gotten away with per D murder, How he sat up there and lied on a podium, then switched up on a podium. He will never be held accountable for nothing. His buddy group, his guy pal group protects him. Period. You know, that's the way it is. You finally realize that this year, this offseason. Not one analyst has said nothing about KOC's piss poor decision making. Him not being able to perform in big moments, game-changing moments. You know? Say, tap in with me after the show. I got you, bro. I got you, no doubt. Let's get it, man. I got you. Let's get back to it. This is crazy. The hypocrisy, dog. The audacity is crazy. Crazy work. For real. Here we go. Wow. That is the question that hangs over the Minnesota Vikings with less than 2 months until the NFL regular season kicks off. Eager to avoid another disappointing campaign, the Vikings opted for some competition in the quarterback room, adding Murray this offseason. The former Michigan man hasn't lived up to expectations. That's cap. But anyway, anywho, let's get it. Paving the way for the 2019 number 1 overall pick to potentially win the job in training camp. Drew Brees, a Super Bowl champion and New Orleans Saints legend, weighed in on the battle. I think both of those guys have a lot to prove. Big facts, no cap. Brees said to USA Today Sports, Madison Tenenbaum. Keep it going, keep it going. Brees noted that McCarthy just hasn't been on the field enough in his short career, while Murray is getting a fresh start. However, the former Cardinal signal caller has the added task of endearing himself to a new team, making for an intriguing competition. And I'm glad he mentioned that as well about McCarthy. Man, dog, damn near a rookie still. What he said, just hasn't had enough time on the field. It takes time as a quarterback. You got to get adjusted as a quarterback. Right? The game must slow down as a quarterback as well. Not too many quarterbacks just come in right away and ball. You know it. I know it. You name me how many quarterbacks that just come in right away and ball. Not many. It's very rare. So for people just to expect JJ McCarthy to come in and not make no mistakes on top of not getting the adequate amount of time spent with them, what are we talking about here, dog? For real. But once again, like I say, he has been the scapegoat. Robbie in the building. What up, dog? SKOL VIKES, SKOL Tide. Here we go. He might be classified as a redshirt sophomore. His rookie season was spent holding a clipboard. I mean, Robbie Saban, he was hurt, dog. What you want from the man, right? He was hurt. You know, what you want from him, Holmes? He was hurt. Yeah, he was holding a clipboard. Shit. Fighting through it, going through it. You want the man to hobble around, Robbie? What's up, dog? Shout out Robbie Saban in the building once again. Smooth name, bro. Smooth name. No cap. Roll Tide for sure. But what you want him to do, Robbie Saban? The man couldn't work out. You see how skinny the man got? He was still on the sideline supporting, being there, locked in with the team, still getting the mental reps in. But the QB1 position is the toughest position in the world. Understand me, dog? The toughest job in sports, per se. And we're really going to hold that against McCarthy? How? Why? How can you do it confidently? How can you say he's done confidently? That's all I'm saying. Does he need to improve? Hell yeah. But word is, even though they kept it on hush mode, he improved a lot. He learned how to layer the balls, put touch on the balls, etc. But now they slowly creeping that part in type shit. You understand me? But how long did they leave that part out of it? Like they trying to make Murray just look like the better overall quarterback, better all person, human, whatever. even if he ain't. That's the narrative they're pushing, the agenda they're pushing. Period. Here we go. I can't wait to see my dog, my brother in action. Lock in, man. For real. Let's get back to it. Boom, boom, where we at? Check out the video above for okay, it's right here. Oh, but let's get to it. I gotta see that. This is a video to it. Check it out right quick. Okay, back. Cool beans. Here we go. 1 second. See what see what Drew Brees had to say firsthand, man. Firsthand in the flesh, man. On the TV, on the screen, man. See if Breezy making sense, man. Shout out Breezy. Shout out Drew Brees in the building. Speaking on Vikings business. Hopefully he speak correct about Vikings business. Here we go. Shout out Drew Brees, man. Once again. And before I dive in, as far as Drew Brees, him, you know, him as a quarterback, being a quarterback, a former champion, his opinion, you can respect a little bit more than certain other guys, correct? You know, certain other people speaking on Vikings business. At least he can say at least he can say, okay, you can say he's a real quarterback. He knows the game. He's played the game at the highest level. He's won at the highest level. So you can respect him a little bit more. But if he come on here capping and yapping, hey, if he come on here JT just talking, hey, Drew Brees, I'm on your head top finna make your head drop. But I'm pretty sure he understands the situation in total and the totality of the situation. Like he said in the paragraph, McCarthy just haven't had enough time. You need experience as a QB1. You know, you need experience with the game. This is not a position most players come in and ball right away and perform at a high level right away. You have a few here, a few there, but it's not the natural thing where, oh, he's just balling. Week 1, he's shining. No mistakes, he's shining. Let's get it. Man, everybody called Drake May a bust last year, right? How many people said Bo Nix wasn't going to be nothing, right? It takes time to develop. Yeah, it sucks he got hurt. Part of the business, part of the game. So can we give him a little leeway? Maybe, baby. Give him some extra slack right there. Can he get an extra year to actually say it's his 3rd year? The man has had 1 season on the field in the physical form, and you're telling me you're going to hold that against him, judge him off that? How can you? I don't care what ESPN is saying, baby. I don't care what the analyst is saying, baby. Even the fans, the Vikings media. I don't care. Use your mind. Think for yourself. Don't just pay attention to the bullshit. No bullshit. Come on now, man. Huh? We go. Be real here, dog. How spirit here, man. Let's go. Ridiculous. Nitro in the building. Nitro Border in the building. What up, dog? SKOL VIKES. Big SKOL. What up? What up, Nitro? What up, Nitro? SKOL VIKES, man. SKOL VIKES. You know it. I know. Here we go, man. He said, "Fuck the Saints heavy." Hey, dog. Oh, man, he said, that boy Nitro wild. He on one early. Let's get it. You know, man. That boy say he don't rock with the Saints at all, for real. I dig it, man. SKOL VIKES. We run the NFC now. Forget just the North. We run the NFC. Here we come. Let's get back to it.
Big quarterback battle right now between Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy.
Hold up, who's shorter? Hold up, who's shorter? Come here, girl. Believe that. Here we go back to it. Shorty kind of right tight though. You're SKOL VIKES.
Who do you see being the starter for Minnesota come week 1?
You know, that's going to be interesting. I mean, I think both those guys have a lot to prove.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think they bring some interesting traits, you know, but here's a guy in JJ McCarthy that despite being there 2 years, just doesn't have a lot of starts. You know, I think he's only got 10 starts. You know, he's been banged up quite a bit, you know, with the knee and some other things.
Yeah.
And so, you know, he's got to be able to stay healthy, you know, because the more that he can be out there on a consistent basis and be available.
True. Definitely true. Staying healthy is part of it, a big part of it. Staying available. Yeah. Can't deny that. He's absolutely correct. Can JJ McCarthy stay on the field? Big question right there. Absolutely. Robbie in the building, Robbie Saban in the building. The days of developing QBs is over. The NIL has made QBs fresh out of the oven. Really? Expound, Robbie, expound, dog. What do you mean? It's always development for a quarterback. You know, each level of the process is development for a quarterback. Robbie Saban, college level to NFL level, it's a process. It's developing. Developing is never over. I repeat, developing is never over. Now it's pay for play, no doubt. But as far as developing from the ground up, from high school, college, NFL, it's never over. It can't be over, bro. Why? Because players are getting better, athletes are getting better, the game is evolving, etc. Every year, there's something new added to the game, right? So it's always developing. Even head coaches are developing. Why? Because every year that other coach is trying to figure you out, put a game plan in to figure you out. Everybody has film now, watching your tendencies, Holmes. So it's always develop now. The NIL ain't got nothing. The NIL will never stop true development. Hell to the no. I don't care how much they pay them, how much they do. The NIL can never stop development. We go. And first round picks are starters, period. Name them, Robbie. Name them, dog. Name them. Or name one who was a starter and they good his first year. Caleb Williams, Drake May, Bo Nix may be the only one. What? We go. Gotta peep this later. Gonna go Moles, P Big SKOL Vikes for life. Shout out Nitro Border in the building, man. No doubt, SKOL Vikes, for real. No, they are in college with 5 years of experience. What does that mean, though, Robbie? Once again, what does that mean, Robbie Saban? You said, no, they are in college with 5 years of experience. Okay, and, they're still being developed in college. And when they get to the NFL, it's a different type of development. Next level, elite level development. You're playing with the best of the best. You are supposed to be the best of the best. His entire draft class. What do you mean? You said Daniels wasn't in his draft class. Oh, you talking about Jaden Daniels? What did Daniels do his second year? What happened Jaden Daniels' second year, though? You hear me? Injuries, etc. Good first year, bad second year. What is it? Penix did okay. We got to check Penix stats. You understand me? All of these quarterbacks are still getting developed. Look at Drake May. Compare Drake May first year to his second year. That's development. You're always developing, Robbie Saban. It's no way around development, bruh. Especially at the hardest position in sports. Come on now. We got to be real here, bruh. Yeah. When Kyler falls miserably in his first 6 starts, do turn to JJM. He got to get there first, right, Daniel? Shout out Daniel in the building. What up, dog? SKOL Vikes. Here we go. He said, yeah, he got to get there first, right, Daniel? Ain't no guarantee he going to be the starter, Holmes. Team 9 round yonder. May the best man win, of course, but it ain't no guarantee he going to be the starter, Holmes. For real. You know it. I know it. We got to wait and see. We got to wait this one out, Daniel. It's going to be a real battle. One of the most legacy battles in Vikings history, if you ask me, no doubt. You talk about battle for battle, bro. You hear me? You talk about putting on the line. May the best man win. Both men need this win. Fighting for their career, fighting for their starting spots. Man, what? In Minnesota right now? So you know how epic it will be? I'm here for it, man. I love it. Here we go. I kind of agree. Look at KOC. Since he has been a coach for us, why having a rookie after then McCarthy, it still hasn't been developed yet. Exactly. You feel me, Lamont? So we can't call him a QB whisperer because guess what? A QB whisperer could do it all. You make veterans better. You make rookies better. You identify your rookie quarterback, all that type shit, right? Right. That's what comes along with being a QB whisperer. But see, everybody got it misconstrued. They crown him just cause. Without him proving anything, they crown him. Why? They assumed, I repeat, they assumed he is a QB whisperer. They assumed he was this offensive mastermind. Not because anything he proved, because he was under Sean McVay. Like I say, sometimes it's who you know, period. McVay made him look a certain way. They thought he would be the next McVay per se. Oh, he's young, he's this, he's that, this and that. Turns out the man ain't coached a full 4 quarters yet, and he's been here 4 years going on 5, Jack. No cap. So what are you really telling me about who should have majority of the blame for last year, for last season, McCarthy or KOC? Why they keep only bringing McCarthy's name up? It'd be different if they talking about the receivers dropping balls, dropping touchdowns, right? It'd be different if they talked about the O-line piss poor play, McCarthy getting annihilated, assassinated every Sunday, damn near, right? When he played concussed for 5 minutes in the Green Bay Packers game, nobody talk about that. Nobody respect him for that off the rip. He should get respect for that off GP. That's a tough son of a bitch right there. He put on the line for his brothers, stand tall for his brothers. You know it. I know it. Come on, bro. Stop it. That's why I say his competitive spirit, respect him on that alone. Does he need to improve? Of course. Ain't nobody finna sit here and say McCarthy don't need to improve, work on his game. But let them tell it, even though they keep it on a hush mode. McCarthy has improved his game. Training camp coming. That's all I gotta say right there. Training camp is coming, dog. Understand me? Hell, Daniels made it to the NFC title. Big facts, no cap. That was his first year, right? What did that have to do with as well, though? Solid players around him. Solid defense around him. Shows you how every year the lead is different, Robbie. Every year it's a different lead, a different animal. You know? And that's a great point. I'm glad you made that point as well. Just compare Jaden Daniels' first 2 seasons. Compare Drake May. Compare Bo Nix. You know? Compare Caleb Williams. Hell, they was talking about he ain't ready. He a bust. They was talking about Caleb Williams ain't ready. He a bust. Then what happened? They got Ben Johnson coaching the most important part of the team. Turned everything around quickly and swiftly, made him a better man. He didn't try to change the man. He made Caleb Williams a better man, period. That's the difference in coaching right there. You know why? You know the difference? See, Ben Johnson loved Caleb Williams' spirit, that fighter, that competitor, no BS taken, fight. Even the whole weird painted nails, cool bet. But the way he performed on the field, though, he make up for that. No cap. Everybody's saying Caleb Williams, oh, he's not that good. Look at him. He's a bust. He can't figure it out. He can't read the defense. He can't do this. He can't do that. One coaching change, bam. You see how much he loves Ben Johnson, right? The type of endearment he has for Ben Johnson. He love that dude, and Ben Johnson love him heavy. That's the difference right there. Ben Johnson took him in, brung him in, boom. I'm going to make you better. I'm going to show you everything I know, teach you everything I know about this game. I'm going to make sure I do my best so that you are your best. If you're not it, you're just not it. We move on. But I see something in you. I want you to shine. I want you to be great, and I'm going to try my best. That's what Ben Johnson did. Really put the work in with him. One-on-one time, boom. He didn't have to go elsewhere, outside the program, outside the organization to get that help. No, hell no. He didn't have to go get a John Beck like McCarthy did. Hell no. It was right there in-house. Guess what? Ben Johnson, come here. I got you, bro. I got you. We finna turn this shit around right now. Look at the Bears now. Look at Caleb Williams now. Drop back, boom. 1 foot on the money. 1 foot on the money. He's still developing. You feel me, Robbie Saban? Caleb Williams has a lot of developing to do. He has a high ceiling still. You're always developing in this game, Jack. No cap. Now I understand what you're saying about the NIL. I get it. Some quarterbacks come in at a different level than others. Facts. True. But you're always developing players, bro. Not just the quarterback position, every position. Whatever you want to name, whoever you want to name. That's why I say recruiting will always matter. As far as the college realm goes, I don't care what the transfer portal does, what the NIL does, what rules they come up with, etc. I don't care if it is pay for play. Recruiting still important. Recruiting still matters than development. Let's get it. Too Evil in the building. Shout out Too Evil in the building. What up, dog? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. What he said? Too evil, wow. Too evil, wow, Holmes. McCarthy is the worst QB in the league. Come on now, Too Evil. Come on now, Too. Don't do it, Too. Don't do it, Too. You hear? Oh, man, don't do it, Too. You hear? That boy Too Evil, he be coming with it, man. I swear, man. I don't know what he got against McCarthy. What you got against McCarthy, Too Evil? What you got against him, Too? What McCarthy do to you, Too? Here we go, brothers. Word. 9 is none. Robbie, why don't you? What's up with you and McCarthy, baby? I understand he beat our Roll Tide, but damn, you gonna hold it against him all his life, baby? Here we go. Robbie Saban say he ain't rocking with McCarthy at all, man. Well, damn. Let's word. Collar is guaranteed all. Collar is guaranteed all that don't think so is stupid for believing KFC words. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, Daniel. We're gonna see. That's the major thing right there, Holmes. We're gonna see. Like I've been saying, you can't run from the season. You can't run from competition. KOC has said a whole lot of things, right? A whole lot of things around there. 9's injuries looks like a game of operation. What you mean? Expound, Robbie. Expound, dog. One major injury, the meniscus tear. All right. So what other major injury? The hand wasn't broken. The hand wasn't fractured. What else? When he went out, the high ankle sprain, out for a few weeks, but nothing major, nothing super crucial that he couldn't bounce back from or play again last year, come back last year again from. You understand? You talk about Kyler Murray, his injury put him out the whole season. Out of there, the whole season. Just pretending McCarthy is gold that just needs some shining doesn't make it true. McCarthy is a turd, and trying to shine him will just cover everything in shit. How? First off, tell me how McCarthy is a turd. Too Evil. Please expound on that. How is McCarthy a turd? Out of all you've seen from him on the field, the way the players rock with him, the type of leader he is, how can you say that he's a turd and Murray's not a turd? Compared to reason, Kyler Murray wanted to come to Minnesota in the first place. What he said about J.J. McCarthy's game in the first place, basically called him sweet, thought it would be an easy win, etc. No respect at all for the man, period. How Kyler Murray sat up there and tried to fake the phone for the media. So what are we talking about here for real? How the media tried to make McCarthy look a certain way for just saying what was on his mind. Oh, did he feel a way? And the way they treated him, the way they have been treated him, is pure D murder. Like I say, I stand on that 10 toes down for real. KOC has gotten away with pure D murder. For the lack of attention he has given McCarthy, period. If you sit here and deny that, you are very delusional, you are very biased. And you really have something against McCarthy for some reason. And can't nobody sit there and say, hey, McCarthy's had a fair chance. He's had a fair chance. What? Stop it. Stop it. He hasn't had a fair chance at all. Only thing you can say is now it doesn't matter anymore. Now he can't make the excuse anymore. He's a year in. He got the development on his own time by himself. Worked what he needed to work on, etc. He worked with John Beck. He put the work in. Now he got to go prove it. You know? Whatever development he has missed, certain things he has missed, KOC has no choice but to give it to him now because he got to give it to Murray. He got to try to get Murray locked in and ready. So whatever he gives Murray, whatever treatment he gives Murray, he has to give to McCarthy as well, no doubt. So now he's pretty much forced. His hand is forced to put in more work with McCarthy. Is it messed up? Is it wrong? Yeah, but McCarthy can take it and move along with it. Take the work he gets now and improve. Go show him how good you really are, dog. It's on him now. He got to go play now, go perform. He got to go shine. He got to go outshine Murray. That's it. May the best man win at the end of the day. Oh, I know it ain't. I know it ain't now. What's going on? Trouble again? You rang Hu Yang. You rang Hu Yang. Ah, ain't no Ed and Eddie tonight, Hu Yang. You hear me? No doubt. SKOL Vikes, baby. Here we go. Shout out Hu Yang in the building, man. Let's rock. For real. Wow, man. All good, Hu Yang. All good. Tunes, you know? He said, embrace the bust. Net year is a great year for draft for class for QBs. Rob, check it out, Saban. Check it out, Saban. Hey, guess what? If McCarthy is a bust, I won't have no problem saying he's a bust. I'm not going to say he's a bust now. Hell no, not now. I need to see more. He needs a fair chance. He needs more development, more growth, more time to grow. I want to see him with a full off season, with a full year in, working with a great QB trainer like John Beck. I want to see him now. So right now, is he a bust? Hell no. But if McCarthy goes out there and plays horrible or gets beat by Murray, whatever the case may be, I'll have no problem saying he's a bust if he is a bust. I'm not just going to say he a bust just because off of 10 games. You hear me? When I saw what he did the last 6 games of the season, you hear me? Talk about he a bust. For what? It's not realistic. It's not the truth. Nothing about McCarthy says bust right now. Shit. Talk about who a bust, who this, who that, who ain't lived up or coached up to expectations. That's your man KOC. Your right-hand man, KOC. He's felt McCarthy. Period. The old line felt McCarthy last year. Like I always say, they never want to throw in the other factors, the other determining factors. It's strictly just hit Murray in the mouth, hit McCarthy in the mouth, I mean. Blame McCarthy, blame McCarthy. Bring a volume of questions to McCarthy, right? Right. Stupid questions, dumb questions, it doesn't matter. We give it all to him. But the coaches, they get quiet mouth, per se. Other players, they get quiet mouth, per se. You know it, I know it. So all I'm saying is, if he's not as good as I think he is, I'll say it. I'll be the first one to say it. But I ain't finna say it now. You ain't seen enough yet. Matter of fact, you ain't seen nothing yet, Jack. No cap. You hear me? Tell KOC to do his job. Period. Then we go from there. What he said, opinions, everybody got them. Real talk, love. Real talk, Lamont, for real. Here we go, man. No rookie QB under KOC has not had. Let me run that back. No rookie QB under KOC has not had a chance after the first season. Come on, man. But he always is absolved from blame, right, Lamont? All the time. KOC is never blamed. They can never tell the truth about this man. You know? That man can do bullshit for a straight year. They ignored, ignored. Wow. Just ignored. Yeah, he's protected his buddy group, this, that. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Everybody want to sit back and team up on McCarthy. It's not right at all. Check the facts. Check the real. Like, you want to speak on certain things, make sure you're speaking correctly, baby. No Vikings business for real, right? Know what's going on with McCarthy for real. At the end of the day, don't just come up here talking because it sounds good. Understand what's going on in the building for real and go from there. Make a fair judgment off that. But they won't do it. They won't do it. They pick and choose. It's a pick and choose world we live in, period. You know it. I know it. No different in this situation, in this case. Let's get back to it. Once again, Drew Brees coming with it. We go.
And just get those wrapped.
And tell me this in the chat. Tell me this in the chat as well. Do you respect Drew Brees' opinion? Whatever Drew Brees may say here, do you respect Drew Brees' opinion in being a former Super Bowl quarterback in general, who played at an excellent level? Do you respect his opinion about McCarthy and Murray? Let me know in the chat. Here we go. Let's work.
You know, there's some things that he does really well. There's definitely some things he needs to work on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for Kyler, you know, coming from, you know,
Let me run that
being
back one
in-
more time. One more time. Hold up.
Being the starter for Minnesota come week 1.
you know, that's going to,
Battle right now
Yeah,
between Kyler
baby.
Murray. So a big quarterback battle right now between Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy. Who do you see being the starter for Minnesota come week 1?
you know, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I mean, I think both those guys have a lot to prove.
Facts.
You know, I think they bring some interesting traits, you know, but you know, here's a guy in JJ McCarthy that despite being there 2 years, just doesn't have a lot of starts. You know, I think he's only got 10 starts. You know, he's been banged up quite a bit, you know, with the knee and some other things. And so, you know, he's got to be able to stay healthy, you know, because the more that he can be out there on a consistent basis and be available and just get those reps, you know, there's some things that he does really well. There's definitely some things he needs to work on. You know, for Kyler, you know, coming from, you know, being in Arizona for a long time, starting a lot of games, and yet, you know, this is kind of a fresh start for him. You know, again, winning over that team. I mean, a quarterback's number one job is to endear yourself to your teammates. They have to want to run through a brick wall for you.
Yep. Well said. Well said. Like people forget as well all the time. Like the players have the final say, man. Murray, like I've been saying, Murray ain't just finna walk in there and say, hey, I'm the starter. Or KOC ain't finna just waltz him in the building and be able to say, this is the man. He got to prove it. He got to earn it. From Addison, from Jettas, from Felton, from Jennings. Both sides of the ball, even other coaches. It's a team sport for a reason, dog. You don't just come in there and get the respect, demand the respect without proving it, doing nothing. Right? He got to earn the love and respect from his peers, from his teammates, the dudes he is going to war to battle with. Real dog sharpened dog. Of course, then is how many dogs in the building for real? Right? Talking real dogs, not poodles. Here we go. So never think Murray just walking right in. What? Walking right in, he the starter? No, hell no. He got to earn respect from all them players, all them entities. Jettas, the main one, you know, Jettas, Addison, O-lineman. This the NFL, man. This ain't high school. This ain't college. This is men. This is grown men getting paid millions to play. Be the best in the world. Ain't nobody playing here. Them boys got chemistry. They got chemistry with McCarthy. They've been rocking, locked in with McCarthy for a whole year. He was a damn captain for a whole year. He was a captain for a reason. You saw what Aaron Jones said about him, you know? Then he went up there and switched up Super Bowl weekend. But all right, bet, cool. We know what it is with McCarthy, dog. Everything just got to come together. Bat in the building. What up, dog? SKOL VIKES. What he said? Drew should know how it is. He's lived it. The Chargers sent him packing. Ooh, nice point. Bat coming in hot off the rip. Good shit, Bat. Good shit, dog. For real. Right there. So Drew Brees, he had to man up. He had to keep fighting. He couldn't fool, etc. They counted him out, said he was done, etc. So right there, Bat. Glad you came with that. For sure. Very important information right there. So Drew Brees know what's up already. He knows what's up already. Here we go. The offensive line importance cannot be stressed enough, including the role it played in our disappointing season last year. Yeah, real talk. Real talk, Bat. Trenches are where the games are won. We see it year in, year out. I don't care how much finesse you see, how they want to say it's an offensive-driven league, passing game league. Now, I don't care. When it come down to the nitty-gritty, when you talking playoff time, man, mano a mano, man. Bonks against bonks. Who gonna win? You hear me? Heavy. Dogs against dogs. Who gonna win? You hear me? Heavy. Is it a bunch of poodles on the Vikings or real dogs? Trenches matters the most. Very important. Probably the most important this year, Bat. Matter of fact, besides that boy KOC, coaching better, play calling better. But whole line, it starts and ends with your whole line. That's your first line of protection. Protecting your quarterback, whether it's Murray or McCarthy. Your first line of protection, period. You know it. I know it. Let's get back to it.
And you do that through your work ethic. You do that through the way that you care about them, the way that you support them.
And you see, this is funny here. It's ironic here that Drew Brees is saying this here as well, because what's the main issue? One of the main issues about Murray. What did Fitzpatrick called it out about Murray? JB talked about it. JB on his show. How dudes didn't really rock with him and mess with him and mess with him. Right? How you a fake dude, this and that. So what is his leadership? What leadership will he bring? That's probably the biggest question about Murray right now. Just like Drew Brees just said it. Everybody been saying it. Can he be that leader? How much do you care about your players? Right? Or is it just about you, Murray, wanting to play the game type shit? Do you really love your guys and care about them, the guys around you, your brotherhood, the guys you going to war with every week? Or is he just stunting in front? I wouldn't be surprised if he's stunting in front. Hell, Murray always been a stunner in front, no doubt. You know it. I know it. His whole history, his whole career, he been a stunner in front. Talking about a man who's scared to compete. Has ran from competing. Shout out Sean Salisbury as well. You talk about a man who ran from competing. You know? Talk about a man who sat up on a podium and cried already because he wasn't getting enough reps. Everything that McCarthy dealt with, had to fight through, and he don't want to fight. He don't want to battle. Come on now, bro. Stop it. Boy, bye. You serious here? Here we go. Let's get back to it. Rock. Once again, haven't said it yet, but I will be dropping a link at the hour mark, dog. Want to come rock and roll with me, lock in with me, say how you feel, just make sure it's real. SKOL VIKES, man. Here we go.
And, they just have to believe that you're going to instill confidence and bring out the best in all of them.
What advice would you give to McCarthy, especially if Kyler does end up being the week 1 starter?
Man, you support, you continue to grow, you continue to develop. I think what we've learned, especially in kind of the latest is, you look at Sam Darnold, you look at Baker Mayfield.
See, even she's trying to push the narrative per se, trying to throw it in there and make it fit in there some way. What did she ask Drew Brees? What do you say? Tell McCarthy if Kyler Murray does win the job. And pay attention to that as well. It's never if McCarthy wins the job. What do you tell Murray? They acting like Murray won't be mad. McCarthy is a better sport than Murray right now. So what are we talking about here for real? But she kind of insinuated, oh, what do you tell McCarthy if Murray wins the job? But they never posed the question the other way around. Never, ever. It's always Murray winning. I'm telling you the narrative that's being pushed, period. Open your eyes, you can see, right? You hear me? Open your ears, you can hear, heavy. Now, whether you pay attention to it or not, that's on you. But the spirit never lies. Here we go. SKOL VIKES. Let's get it.
Field, they were obviously in tough situations as rookies in their early years, but they've gone on to be very successful, later in their careers. And so basically through time, through development, through some of the struggle and the adversity, they've come out on the other side much better. And I'm sure
if that's the route McCarthy has to take, not saying that is route, but if that is the route, then so be it. But let's make sure we know for sure. That's all I'm saying. If he got to go to Darnold route and whoever route and wait and get better, okay, cool, boom, I'm with it. If that's the true story, if that's what it is and what it ain't. But I want to see a fair competition, a fair battle. And I guarantee McCarthy will be the starter. You can't coach that type of arm talent, that type of arm power. Different level, different animal. We've already seen his competitive spirit. We've already seen his determination. How he'll put it on the line week in, week out. So you can't question none of that. What you got left? Can he put touch on the ball? Can he improve accuracy? Can he read the defense better? Yeah. Can he stay healthy? Yeah. Bitch, yeah. That's about it right there. That's about it. Holding in the building, holding in the building. What up, dog? My brother holding in the building. SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Let's get it, man. Let's work. You know. Let's get it, man. People want to mouth off about how great Daniel Jones was, but go watch his game versus the Falcons. They were all over him like a cheap suit. Only Jonathan Taylor's rushing yards bail him out. I believe it, Bat. I believe it. That happens a lot. Somebody starts fast, new environment per se. People hop on a bandwagon quick. Jones took as much or more punishment versus Falcons as JJ. Didn't watch that game, so might have to go check it out a little bit. But I mean, Daniel Jones, he pretty much got another opportunity, another chance, damn near. He walked away from the Vikings as well. They didn't want to pay him a certain amount. That just shows you how bad the Giants did Daniel Jones, right? Same situation for Daniel Jones with the Giants. Didn't put the best roster around him, the best personnel. Didn't create a real good system for him. He goes to the Colts, balls, injury suck, tore his Achilles. That's horrible. Hopefully he bounces back. But that's a comparison right there. The Giants failed Daniel Jones. Then he maneuvers through the game, maneuvers through the league, finds a team that treats him right, puts work in, effort, time in with him. Look what he did last year. Understand me? If JJ gets beat by 0.500 QB, I hope he hangs in there because he will eventually get his chance, and I hope it is with the Vikings. Yeah, I don't think McCarthy is the type that will fold back. And I think he will win the competition. JJ has the attitude and the arm and athletic ability. He just needs a little refinement. I dig it. Definitely. Development. Right. Refinement. Work. Fix some technical issues, some footwork issues, etc. Come on now. After they trade away Pittman, they ain't gonna repeat like last year. Oh, you say the Colts. Oh, you say Pittman it, huh? You say Pittman that raw, huh, Holden? Pittman the difference, huh? Here we go. Let's get back to it.
They would look back and credit a lot of that success because of the adversity that they've gone through. And I'd say the same for,
But another angle of it, definitely feel what he's saying about the adversity, this and that. Of course, it can make you stronger, make you tougher, make you better if you allow it to. All I got to say is we got to see. I just want to see a fair chance, a fair battle, real raw competition. That's it. It's only right. Here we go.
Someone like a JJ or a Kyler. I mean, look, Kyler's much further along than JJ. JJ's still just a young player trying to learn, trying to figure out he needs reps. I think Kyler.
I'm not going to say Kyler's more further along. I'm not going to say Kyler's better. More experience, of course, but better. I'm not going to say that. You can't confidently say that Murray is better than McCarthy right now, comparing his last 2 years, last year, comparing JJ McCarthy's last 6 games of the season. No, hell no. You can't confidently say Murray's better. Here we go. Colts are very dependent on the run game and play action, and that works if the other team knows you can run it. When the Vikings run play action, the QB often gets destroyed due to the fact that the other teams know they can ignore the run. Let me run that back one more again. When the Vikings run play action, the QB often gets destroyed due to the fact that the other teams know they can ignore the run. Oh, you say no run game at all, huh, Bat? Wow, Holmes. Crazy word. So we have not had a play action threat since Cook. Well, he said, "Dawg, he taking it way back to Cook, man." I say play action works when you got a run game going, you know. But Dalvin Cook definitely could set it up. You know, you get Dalvin Cook going, you can set that play action up real beautiful, real purr. But shit, whatever running back is back there, can you run the ball or not? I think this year that's where Frank Smith will come in as far as the run game goes. I think we will see a more physical run game, a more violent run game, a more consistent run game. Matter of fact, shit, KOC may be forced to run the ball more. I mean, you don't just bring a Frank Smith in to look around to, oh, hey guys, how you doing? Pow pow, bam boom. Nah, you bring Frank Smith in to help KOC, to teach KOC some things even. Ultimately, run that ball, tote that tater, for real. You know, I mean, think about it. You got a new position coach, a new offensive lineman position coach. Then you bring in Frank Smith on top of that. It's looking like the Vikings are setting something up, no doubt. I think that run game might be very strong, very strong. Oh, yeah. Well, let's just hope that area is cleaned up with Frank Smith in town and the line is solidified and stronger O-line. No doubt, Lamont, no doubt, bro. That's what we need, right? That's what we need for sure. You see here. They showed they could run it late in the season, but KOC seemed to blow that off in his press conferences, crying about wanting to run his style of offense. Yeah, KOC was very inconsistent. I mean, we can name 2 games off the rip, right, Bat? Green Bay and Seattle. You getting 10 yards a clip. You want to throw the ball on third down, third and short, matter of fact. Or you want to do a tight end sneak, dumbest play call in history, matter of fact. So, yes, it was definitely times where the run game was going smooth. They was getting into the run game. And he switched up. Why? That's him. Mentally, he just has mental lapses, I guess. He just folds. Shit. Hopefully Smith will be the pitchfork in KOC's ass to convince him to run it more. No doubt, man. They had no choice but to finally start running. Bat. The QBs was getting destroyed. Wow, big facts, no cap, Lamont. They forget about that too. JJ McCarthy got his head knocked off versus Atlanta. Who else? Got beat up so bad, banged up so bad, caught a high ankle sprain. Then you come back versus Green Bay, bow. Get his head knocked off once again, to the point he gave a man a concussion. He played with it for 5 minutes type shit. They never speak about that though. Never. Let's get back to it.
Man, he's got some really unique traits. He's an incredible athlete. He throws the ball with great anticipation. He can layer the ball, which I think is required in today's day and age. Everybody wants these.
What about his lack of being able to throw the crossing route, Drew Brees? I repeat, Drew Brees. What about his lack of ability to throw the crosser? No one talks about him not being able to throw the crosser. The main staple, the main route in KOC's offense, KOC's scheme, etc. And Murray hasn't been able to throw that efficiently his whole career. So what about now? What is new now? I'm surprised, really surprised Drew Brees is leaving that out even. That's very important, very important. Talking about who has the edge, who's better, who's this. If you can't throw a crosser route, and that's the main route in the offense, what do you mean? How could you possibly be a QB1, period? Here we go. If it's about fair play, fair ball, Let's get back to it.
Big, strong arm guys. If you throw with anticipation, you're going to find a lot of completions and win a lot of games. So I think for him, it's about endearing himself to his teammates.
Anticipation, throwing your wide receiver open, all part of the game. And like I say, this is the NFL. Sometimes you just going to have to put the team on your back. I repeat, sometimes you're going to have to put the team on your back. It's inevitable. As an NFL QB1, you're going to have to strap them on. Here we go, boys. Let's go win. And guess what? McCarthy did that last year. Whether you like it, whether you want to say it or not, the man did it last year in his rookie season, technically, allegedly. Let him down there versus the Bears. Come back. Second time versus the Bears. Should have been 2. Should have been a clean sweep, baby. For real. Turned it up in the fourth quarter. You can talk about how he played, how he looked bad in quarter 1, 2, 3. I don't care. And you always forget he has that dog in him, that winning mentality in him. Right? He can turn it on. Boom. When it's time to put in work, time to show up and show out, big moments, he's there. Big throws, he can make them. You build off that momentum alone. Right? You see what he has off that alone, dog. No cap. You don't turn your back on him. You don't give up on him. You ain't seen enough. You ain't seen nothing. Wow. Come on now. Here we go.
Mastering that offense and going out and showing people what he can do.
So that's it right there for the Drew Brees thing. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Get back here, man. So shout out Drew Brees once again, just for giving his input. We got here Lamont Freeman. All 3 QBs did. Yeah, facts. Carson Wentz, Max Brosma, right, Lamont? Everybody did, huh? Go ahead and drop this link right quick, man. Like I say, you want to come rock and roll with me? Say how you feel. Just make sure it's real, man. Let's get it. It's insane that the Vikings aren't all in on JJ this year. I can see bringing Kyler in cheaply as insurance policy, but only as an insurance policy. Yeah. It's crazy, Bat. Like I said, if I was KOC in the organization, I would have said, forget Murray. I'm keeping Wentz, I'm keeping Brosma, and I'm putting all my attention, all my energy into Murray. I'm going to see what really type quarterback we got around yonder. I'm giving everything I got to McCarthy, I mean. Putting time in with him, effort in with him, extra reps on the field, watching film with him, working on technical shit, all that. Yeah, man. If I was KOC, I would be giving him all I got. Just to be able to say, I tried everything, if he's good or bad. He tried everything, put all he had into him. KOC can't say that convincingly. Oh, hell no. He can't be convicted when he say that. It will be a lie, per lie. A lot has been left on the table with McCarthy. Let's get to it, dog. Now we're going to get into KOC. Is KOC focused? I repeat, is KOC focused, baby? Now he's been golfing, having a little fun. I understand, kicking his feet up. All right. But are you focused on the main task, KOC? Are you prepared for the season? Okay, here we go. So Kevin O'Connell and Scotty Scheffler team up at 3M Open Pro AM. He's a golfer. He's a real golfer. Matter of fact, I want to look at it in a different area right here. Hold up. But KOC is a real golfer. Side note, you know what? Harrison Smith turned him down for a golfing game as well. That probably means Harrison Smith, Hitman. Shout out, respect, Hitman for sure. But that probably means Hitman's probably not coming back, baby. You know, I'm gonna just be real with you right there. No doubt, man. I'm gonna just be real with you, bro. Period. But 1 second, let's get into it. Hold on. Let's check out KOC's golfing party, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. It's cool. The golfing is cool. The golfing is cool, of course. But KOC, I must ask you, are you ready, prepared for the season? Here we go. Let's work. The Vikings overreacted to Darnold winning the Super Bowl, thinking we could have won the Super Bowl with Sam totally disrespecting Seattle as a team. There you go, Brad. There you go, right there. Big facts. No cap. You cannot say that if the Vikings would have kept Sam Darnold, they would have won the Super Bowl. A lot of factors went into that, right? Coaching, roster, etc., game plan, game management, everything. Defense, they ran the ball, consistently ran the ball, period. They put Sam Darnold in the best situations to win. Didn't ask for too much out of him. Even when they put the ball in his hands, the play calling makes sense. So everything was done with reason. But you can't sit here and say, oh, if the Vikings would have kept Sam Darnold, we would have won a bowl. No. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't go like that. Not the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Heavy. You know it. I know it. We talk about play calling, lack of play calling, horrible O-line play. So what do we mean here? Sam Darnold would have been under the same pressure. Let's get it. But let's check out KOC golfing. I hope KOC has created a new playbook while he's golfing type shit. Enjoy your time off, enjoy whatever. But hey,
the goal was simple: build better gear.
Are you ready, KOC? That's my main question to you. We talk about pressure. Shit. Talk about somebody having something to prove and all that. Man, what? KOC has the most to prove out of Murray, out of McCarthy. That's it. We're talking about a man who has the most to prove right here this year. Here we go.
Connell at the 3M Open Pro-Am. How often do you get to play golf with the #1 player in the world, Scotty Scheffler?
That's dope. I ain't gonna cap. That's dope. Playing golf with the #1 player in the world. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. I ain't gonna cap about that. But like I say, at the same time, whole time, I could care less. Are you ready for this football season, KOC? Is your play calling up to par, KOC? Period.
Unbelievable event, unbelievable, experience, getting to watch the best in the world do what they do at such a high level. And the best part was just walking the fairways, learning about him, his family, and getting to bring my son Caden out to walk as well. Unbelievable event. 3M's a huge, partner for us, and any way we can support them in this great tournament, we want to do that.
Shout out KOC. That was a short little video there. Yeah, shout out KOC. But my main thing with KOC is he focused? Is he locked in? Is he ready? Understand me? Give me 1 second. So now we go. Let me see here right quick. Hold up. Where's that thing at, man? See this here. Got one more video to get into. I want to check something right quick. Damn, shout out to Everson Griffin, man. Damn, dog. Arrested again. Crazy work. Man, I'm gonna just get into that right there. Prayers up, prayers up for Everson Griffin, man, for real. SKOL VIKES. Let's get into it. Crazy work here, man. For real, dog. Hold up, yeah, we're just gonna start there with it. Damn, Holmes. 1 second. You know, Everson Griffin been dealing with certain battles, demons, whatever, for a while, Jack. No cap. Even before he's ready to retire and all that, he was dealing with a lot of stuff going on with him, man. See what's up with him. Prayers up to Everson Griffin for sure. you know, dealing with certain stuff. But let's see what's up. Let's get to it. Let's get into it. Man. Former Vikings Pro Bowler arrested again as legal troubles continue in Minnesota. Former Minnesota Vikings defensive end Everson Griffin was arrested on Thursday after being pulled over in Winona, Minnesota, for operating his vehicle without an ignition interlock device. According to KROC AM in Rochester, Griffin was stopped for speeding on Riverview Drive in Winona shortly after 8 p.m. when he was clocked traveling 62 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone, definitely speeding. Via the Winona Police Department, if that's true, if he was going that fast, definitely speeding, bro. No way around that there. When pulled over, Griffin, who is on a 4-year term of supervised probation after pleading guilty to third-degree DWI in Hennepin County in 2024, was found to be without the ignition interlock device. Oh, wow, okay. Probably something he got to do something with while he driving, showing he not intoxicated, etc. Breath test or something like that, probably, which led to the 38-year-old's arrest. While there is nothing drug or alcohol related in the booking record, it's still a disappointing chapter for the former Viking and a surprising one as someone who appeared to get his life in order in recent weeks. Damn, bro. And once again, prayers up to Everson Griffin again. He been battling with certain situations for a while, man, for real. You know. Here we go. Matter of fact, been in the news for an array of situations. The whole thing, 2-3 years ago with the gun, saying he popped somebody or they trying to pop him, wilding out on live type shit. You know, hopefully he gets the real help he needs, bro, for real. Here we go. Road to recovery for former Minnesota Vikings DN Everson Griffin hits another roadblock after latest arrests. And sometimes you just got to want to change, man, period. Shit, no matter how much you try to help somebody or want to help somebody, hell, you will hurt yourself trying to change somebody who don't want to change. Straight up. Let's get back to it. Griffin has had numerous legal issues in the past, beginning with a September 2018 incident where he had to take a leave of absence from the team. I believe that's a situation right there. He was in his house or wherever he was with the gun. While he made the Pro Bowl during the 2019 season and played 9 games with the Vikings during the 2021 season after a 1-year detour with the Detroit Lions, his legal issues resurfaced when police and mental health professionals were called to his home midway through that campaign after he posted a video on Instagram of himself holding a gun and claiming people were trying to kill him. That's the one I'm talking about. That was wild right there, for real, too. Here we go. The second incident led to an announcement that he had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, but alcohol abuse sent his post-playing career into another nasty turn. After being arrested on suspicion of impaired driving in 2023, he was convicted of DWI in Hennepin County in 2024. Leading to the requirement for an ignition interlock device as a term of his 4-year probation. Griffin had more legal issues where he was allegedly removed from a Delta Airlines flight for unruly behavior. Damn, Griff, man. And spent several days in jail while being ordered into chemical dependency treatment. Griffin was also convicted of misdemeanor reckless driving in August 2025. After driving 130 miles per hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone on Interstate 494 in Minnesota. And I wonder if Griffin has been checked for the whole CTE and all the other mental things going on. But this is a lot of stuff going on with Griff, dog, for real. But you gotta want to change yourself, homie. Gotta want to change yourself first, Holmes. Period. You don't want it, it don't matter. The good news was that Griffin had kept clean since then and announced that he was close to reaching his 1-year milestone of being sober on his Instagram account on July 10th. The booking data also does not say that drugs or alcohol were involved, which is a silver lining if that is the case. but it does bring Griffin back into the thoughts of Vikings fans. For a player who was a key part of the Minnesota defense during the 2010s, his post-playing career has generated plenty of concern and a hope that Thursday's incident is the last. Hey, got to help yourself first before help somebody. Love yourself before you love somebody else. Real talk, Lamont, real talk. Okay. Bob's we in the building. Bob's we in the building. What up, dog? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Let's get it. What he said? Brave heart won't beat out collar. You know it. I know it. Funny dude, Bob. Funny dude, man. Put your money where your mouth is, Bob. I repeat, put your money where your mouth is, Jack. No cap. You hear me? Here we go. Team 9 round yonder, baby. For real. Let's get it. Let's word. You know it. I know it. He say brave heart won't beat out collar. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, right, Bob? We definitely gonna see, man. About 2 weeks away, 1.5 weeks away. It's on. It's on to the break of dawn for sure. Here we go. Now I'm gonna get into one more video before I get up out of here. Any questions, comments, opinions? Once again, let me know in the chat, man. You hear me? But I'm finna break down this one video that I'm gonna roll. Shout out my Levy dogs, my big dogs, my subscribers, my supporters. Once again, you are much appreciated for life. Never forget it. You hear me? You know what I mean? Let's work. Here we go. All right, boom. Here we go. 1 second. So we got Jamie Erdahl in the building with her fine ass as well. Shout out Jamie Erdahl once again. Come here, girl. We're going to see what she got to say right quick about the QB situation, though. 1 second. See what she's speaking on type shit. Let's get it. Jamie Erdahl, fine ass. Once again, come here, girl. You hear me? Believe that. All right, boom. Let's get into it. We got in the building. Jim Leahy in the building. What up, big dog? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Let's get it. Word. Murray will start, then get hurt. Then let's hope 9 takes over from there. And hey, Jim. That's your opinion, bro. That's your opinion. You know what I'm saying, Holmes? Can't knock it, won't knock it. I feel McCarthy will win the job. You feel Murray will win the job. Cool. But I ask you at the end of the day, Jim, what is the ultimate goal? What do we both want to see from this team? I can tell you now, Super Bowl, right? If not Super Bowl, playoff run, playoff hunt, etc. But don't be so sure. Don't sleep on McCarthy, Jim. Matter of fact, Jim, let me know why you feel Murray will win the job as well. I must know, bro. You must expound. You hear me? Here we go. Let's get into it. And let's see what Shorty got to say. SKOL VIKES. You know, she from Minnesota and all that. Jamie Erdahl, fine ass. She right from the city. That's where she from. I believe she's a Vikings fan as well. So let's rock.
Minnesota Vikings, the big talk quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray. Are you team Kyler or team JJ?
I'm team Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
Hey, shout out Jamie, man. She said she did. Oh man, nah. She said she team Jettas, huh? So let me guess. Whoever Jettas wants, she wants. Shout out Jamie Erdahl with her big pretty fine ass, man. For real. She said she team Jettas round that thing. That's word. Man.
Me talk about before. I honestly have this is stuck in my head since the off season, which is like, that man is such a professional.
Oh,
Justin Jefferson has shown up for whatever has happened. And I don't think it's done onto them. I think they've just gotten into some pickles effectively between.
Real talk. Jettas Jettas could have asked for a trade a long time ago. Jettas could have left the building a long time ago for sure. Jettas stayed, he remains. Great teammate, positive teammate. Do he get mad? Hell yeah, he want to win. He got the right to get mad on the field. Don't mistake passion and being mad because they're losing for pouting. It's nowhere near pouting. He wants to win. But he could have asked for a trade 4 years ago, 5 years ago, period. He could have been crying, could have been doing this, doing that. He's stuck with the team, right? Ride for the team. Here we go, man.
Contracts with
get it.
Darnold on the 1-year
Heavy.
deal, the draft pick with JJ. They just they back themselves into this parking spot essentially. But like I think you're at the end of the rope with Justin essentially. Like if he were to throw a fit, which I know he wouldn't because he is a professional, like I would be like, yeah, that tracks. Like I would be infuriated if I was as talented as him and as much of just like you are the brand, you are the Vikings. This is a team with like a beautifully historic list of names at the wide receiver position, and all he's trying to do is continue that.
Yes.
Just give him a guy. I don't care who the guy is. I really don't.
Just find the
Give him
one.
the guy. I thought we had the guy. Then he went and did what he did.
So track back 2 years ago to the Sam Darnold 14-3 season.
Mm-hmm.
They lose in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to Seattle. Are you like, as a Vikings fan, are you like, no, we should have kept him? Or are you like, it's still this old Sam Darnold. Like, that's fine. Let him go and let's move on.
No, I think we should have kept him. I'm not gonna brag. Like I knew that the Vikings, in terms of cap space and all that stuff, I'm not gonna say like I knew they could have.
30 mil 1 year. I repeat, 30 mil 1 year. You definitely keep him, right? Right. You franchise tag him and all that. If I would have knew back then that the Vikings could franchise him, hell yeah, I would have been all on it. You know it. I know it. You don't let a man walk out that door so quickly and swiftly after winning you 14 games. Whatever happened in the playoffs had a lot to do with the O-line, with KOC as well. Defense, it wasn't all on Darnold, period. But you give him that 30 mil and rock with him, lock in with him, straight up. Don't let him walk, say goodbye, and then let Darnold tell it. They tried to lowball him. Crazy, goofy ass tried to lowball him. We go, man.
Ordered I think it was 3-year, $100 million deal that he got.
That bad.
But I just don't think you saw enough from what you had to really just say like, because they have such a team. Like their defense is unbelievable. You have offensive weapons all over the place. And the fact that that is your one missing thing and you had the guy in the building.
Right there.
And I think.
And see, Jamie, she's into the whole, what to say per se, the whole narrative. Oh, it's all McCarthy, basically what she's saying. You didn't have the guy. Do we have the coach? Do we have the line, etc.? But you think Jamie gonna speak on KOC? No. She on ESPN too. She in the mix too. It's like, certain people just can't speak on KOC. Here we go. But shout out Jettas. That's the main point. Shout out Jettas for being a great teammate off rip. Never crying one time. Never asked for a trade one time. Never pouted one time. Only thing he's made clear since day one is he wants to win, and he wants to win a Super Bowl. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Here we go.
Sam, up until being cast aside, I think he liked being in Minnesota. I think guys like playing for Kevin O'Connell. Again, you have one of the best, if not the best wide receiver in the league right now at your disposal. You don't think he could have stayed, even if it was
The best. Stop playing that, girl. You tell me one cornerback, I repeat, one cornerback who can guard Jetta's man-to-man all game. Full 4 quarters, who gonna run with him? Nobody.
was not for the same, but if you had just shown him like some love. But then again, now they've moved on from the GM that was there then. I don't know who, and I'm not like one to play the blame game. I just want to figure it out. Because it's like, I know it's a big piece, but you're one piece away. And everyone's getting better.
That division is legit.
Because the Bears we could have just kind of dealt with them, but now they're better.
They're better. Yep. Packers are the Packers.
The Packers are the
Lions still have Dan Campbell
Exactly.
and Goff and
Yep.
Amon-Ra and Jameer Gibbs.
And then that's just that division. The NFC as a whole.
Hold up, but hold up now, slow it down, slow it way down. Is everybody better? I don't know about the whole NFC North being better. Understand me? Lions, they lost a lot, lost Terran Arnold, lost players to injury. Their defense is very questionable as far as their roster goes. Now, coaching is important as well, though. Dan Campbell, Matt LaFleur, their players usually play hard for them, so they got the edge in that department. But at the end of the day, we can't sit here and confidently say, oh, the Packers are much better, the Lions are much better. No. Now, the two teams in the North that are better, probably the best out of the bunch are the Bears and the Vikings. Here we go.
Is a nightmare.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus. And the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.
So that's it right there. That was Jamie Erdahl. Shout out Jamie Erdahl once again. Come here, girl. You know it. I know. Here we go. And that's pretty much it for the live. Let me check the news out again, see if there's anything else I need to cover. Once again, prayers up, man, to Everson Griffin. You know, may he find peace in his situation, peace in his mind, etc. We got here, bro. You got any questions, comments, opinions? Put them in the chat. Get to them before I get up out of here. For real. What Bat said, Bob's weed. You have your characters wrong. Levi Drake Rodriguez is Braveheart. JJ is more of the Prince Valiant type for those who know. Shout out Levi Drake Rodriguez, real dog, got a real motor. He's not a poodle, he's a real dog. You know it, I know it. Dog sharpen dog, period. Let's work. Here we go. Collar is kind of a Karate Kid type. Expound, bat. We need more. You know? It looks like the West has overtaken the North as the top division. Yep. Detroit looks like the most questionable team in the North. Like I said, it's McDonald's. It's the McDonald tree, the McDonald era now. Like it or not, believe it or not. You want to say Clint Kubiak, what he started with the Raiders, but it's definitely the McDonald tree has taken over. And if you want to put the NFC West slightly ahead of the North, you definitely can. You definitely can right now. Big facts, no cap, Bat, right there. Detroit looks like the most questionable team in the North. They got to be. They lost a lot on defense, a lot. Terry and Arnold situation hurts even more for them. But we know coaching is the most important part. One thing about Dan Campbell that you can't take away from him, even Matt LaFleur. You got to give credit when credit is due. Matt LaFleur, he has his guys locked in most of the time. I mean, hell, they was locked in for the Bears till they blew the league, but they was locked in early, looking real good, playing good ball. Jordan Love on the money, play calling on the money, defense on the money, etc. But Dan Campbell, he has a certain way of getting them boys up, but they got a lot of losses on the defensive side. I don't know if they can recoup from it. Can they recoup from it is the main question. Did you see the Karate Kid remake? I think that was Murray starring in it. Oh man, could it be your? See if anything else here is popping up. You know, makes sense to check out. Any more Viking news, man? If not, I'm finna get up out of here. See what's up, though. Let's catch y'all on the next one. Make sure you rock and roll with me, lock in with me for real. Here we go. Let me see nothing there. Talked about Griff. I think Griffin pretty much the main news right now. Yes, sir. So with that being said, man, Oh, hold up. Don't do that. Don't do cat. Don't do cat now. Leave our coaches alone now. Here we go. Let's get into some Josh McCown news, and I'm going to roll out. See what they saying about Josh McCown right quick. 1 second. Rest of the NFL is starting to circle one Vikings coach. I wonder why. 1 second. Let's get back to it. One thing Minnesota Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell deserves a lot of credit for is building quite the coaching staff. Not often do Vikings fans see high turnover within the organization at the coaching level, as most guys end up sticking around. An interesting name that has been slowly creating buzz around the league is quarterbacks coach and pass game coordinator Josh McCown. Well, Josh McCown has questions about him too. He's right there with Kevin O'Connell when it comes to McCarthy too. Period. Can he develop a young quarterback, a young guy per se? Can he identify the future of the team? The Athletics' Jordan Rodriguez recently listed him as a breakout candidate for the 2026 on the Viking staff. McCown is another assistant coach who drew some buzz at the league meetings, and there will be a lot of scrutiny on him this season with veteran free agent addition Kyler Murray now on the roster alongside third-year quarterback J.J. McCarthy. That could easily shift to interest and then excitement should Murray play as well as many are expecting him to under McCown, Coach Kevin O'Connell, and offensive coordinator Wes Phillips. A league source also noted that the addition by O'Connell of former Dolphins offensive coordinator Frank Smith as the assistant head coach, pointing to a possible internal effort to overhaul and improve Minnesota's run game. Another sign of what? KOC leaving his ego at the door per se. Now the question is, does he listen to Frank Smith? Right? Really work and communicate with Frank Smith. Here we go. Minnesota Vikings QB coach Josh McCown has a chance to land bigger job after 2026 season. Yeah, let's get it. There have been teams interested in McCown's potential to be a head coach in the past. He has interviewed with the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. This season could be the one that can get McCown to either be a legitimate head coach candidate or find an offensive coordinator job. He has a massive task, either getting Kyler Murray to return to Pro Bowl form or saving J.J. McCarthy's career. Yeah, like I say, McCown got a lot to prove too, bro. Let's not get carried away with it. In respect to him, good coach definitely, but he got to prove it too. Yeah, dog. Not much blame has been put on McCown for McCarthy's struggles last season, with more of it going to former Vikings general manager Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah for selecting him. But you don't give any blame to the ones who are working with him or not working with him, who are supposed to be developing him, maximizing his potential and talents. You don't give them any blame. You just blame Kwesi. Come on, baby, make it make sense for real. Here we go. Wow. Oh man. The silver lining was that Minnesota still finished with a 9-8 record, and McCarthy showed good progress in his final 4 starts of the season. McCown has proven himself to be a good quarterbacks coach over the last 2 seasons. His work with Sam Darnold in 2024 helped resurrect his NFL career, leading to Darnold signing with the Seattle Seahawks last offseason and winning the Super Bowl with them. While most of the people in the Vikings building have a lot of pressure on them to succeed, McCown should put it on himself, as this could have a significant impact on his coaching future. A great season for Murray or McCarthy, and he instantly becomes a hot name in the coaching cycle in the offseason. A true story. If McCarthy balls, if Murray balls, more eyes will be on McCown for sure. Just facts. But like Bat just said, right? What has McCown done to prove he can develop a QB? Great point, Bat. I repeat, great point. You know, Great point, dog, for real. They've done nothing with McCarthy. As far as development goes, Sam Darnold, Kirk Cousins, they were already developed per se. They already had talents, experience. They just had to really create a scheme for them and calm their mind and slow everything down for them. But as far as true development, no. But that's what happens with KOC, you know? What it is with him. The man can do no wrong, but let's get it. With that being said, I'm finna get up out of here. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell as well. Takes less than 1 second. Why not? Support the grind, support the channel for real. You know it. I know it. Down at the levee, we going fishing at the levee. SKOL Vikes, man. We run the north. Believe that. Here we come.